Hey everybody, it's Ross. I'm at my desk and I wanted to share a thought with you from Psalm 37. It's a Psalm of David. I preached on it this morning for about 30 minutes, so if you want the full sermon, let me know how I can get it into your hands. And he talks about don't be anxious because of evildoers, because of the prosperity of the wicked, people that don't know God, not seeking God. Don't be anxious and don't fret because seemingly the ungodly or the wicked are prospering. Don't worry about your old friends with the bling and making money and out there doing what the world does. Don't be anxious about it. Just keep on doing what you're doing if you're doing good. And don't be envious toward wrongdoers. In other words, it seems sometimes that people that do wrong get away with it and then profit from it. But the psalmist is having issues with it, and he understands that we're not to be anxious or fret over those situations. So don't be anxious about when wrongdoers are prospering or it seems that they are. So just keep on doing the right thing. It's easier to do the wrong thing, and it's hard to do the right thing. But if you're doing the right thing, keep on doing it. And for they will wither quickly like the grass. You know, like grass in the summertime. It looks good for a while, and then when the heat comes, what happens to the grass? Well, you know the story. It withers away. And they also, the ungodly, the wicked, they fade like green herb. You know, when I cook in my kitchen with herbs, they look good, they smell good, they have all that energy in the leaves, and then when you cook with them and flavor the food with them, they dissipate. And so the wrongdoers and evildoers of the world are going to dissipate and fade just like that. And he goes on, he says, after that encouragement, he says, trust in the Lord and do good. That's a preachable verse forever and ever. Trust in the Lord and do good. Here's what we need to trust in. Our own strength? No. The world system? No. Politicians? Not a chance. What are we to trust in? Simply the Lord. Trust in God. Trust in God for everything in your life. It makes Him happy when you do. And when you trust in Him and do good, it says also to dwell in the land and cultivate faithfulness. Are you living by faith? Are you trusting in the Lord? You know, you needed faith to be saved, and you need faith to continue being saved. In other words, you can't lose your salvation, but to grow stronger in the Lord, your faith and trust in God must increase. Your faith must increase like a muscle. When you go exercise, your muscles get tighter and they get firmer because you use them. When you use your God-given faith to trust in the Lord, He will bless you. It's not that kind of faith that you see on TV that all you have to do is name it and claim it, blab it and grab it. That's having faith in your own faith, not in the object of your faith. God is the object of your faith if you're in Christ. So be encouraged that you can cultivate faithfulness. You can use your faith every day, and hopefully it grows as you trust in the Lord. And it also says do good. If you're not doing good, do good. If you're not doing good, the Lord's going to admonish us to do good. And He says this, I want you, in other words, to delight yourself in me. God's saying delight yourself in the Lord. My question is, what are we delighting ourselves in? Again, the world system, our material possessions, all the good compliments we get from people. I mean, is all those things important to us? Or do we delight in the Lord? And after you delight yourself in the Lord, you trust in the Lord, you do good, you dwell in the land, and you cultivate your faithfulness, and you don't fret because of evildoers' prosperity. Here's the bottom line. You can, as it says in this passage in verse 4, and God will give you the desires of your heart. What are your desires? Tell the Lord about them. If you're doing all those things, He says right here, I can read for myself, He will give you the desires of your heart. I know you have a list of desires. What is on your heart? What do you desire? What would be good for you to ask God for? If you're doing all the things that He told you to do, ask what you will. Ask whatever you want. Because it says right here, if you're doing what God says do, Ask Him. He will give you the desires of your heart. It's like a silver platter. Isn't that wonderful? So be encouraged. If you have desires, ask the Lord for them. But also make sure that before you ask, you're doing what He says do in the first part of this Psalm 37. What a wonderful psalm. I only went through 5 verses today, and the whole psalm is 40 verses. So it looks like I'm going to do a study in Psalm 37. Hopefully this message at my desk has encouraged you to keep on trusting the Lord and doing good. Until next time, hope to see you down the road somewhere. God bless you.